Hi, welcome back to Valley News Alive. We have some first alert weather days on Tuesday, tomorrow, as well as Wednesday, as another system is going to be moving in, bringing some wintry mix, and then that'll transition fully into snow. And then behind that, once that snow leaves, some wind. So let's take a look. Here we are this afternoon, Monday, 4 o'clock, and we're already seeing some of those clouds in the north, like we are right now, and a bit of a south wind, and that south wind is going to continue through the afternoon and into the evening, helping our temperatures get up into the 30s for a lot of us, and even some 40s up in Baudette, as far north as the international border. Now, as we move overnight, we're going to continue seeing those clouds primarily in the north. We have a little bit of a clearing with some flurries for some folks out in the Devil's Lake Basin, but by the time we get into the morning, here we are 7 o'clock, 7:30 on your Tuesday. That's when we're going to start seeing those clouds from that system and maybe some drizzling for folks in our far southern communities. Now, as we move through Tuesday morning, that's when we're going to start seeing that rain enter the picture, primarily for folks in Lakes Country, and already seeing some of that transition with these pink colors. That's that mixed precip, some of that freezing rain or sleet. Now, as we move through the afternoon, that's when that transition is going to start becoming a bit more widespread. See all these blues? That's that snow finally transitioning from that rain. And as it's doing that, some slick conditions are possible, primarily where we're seeing all these pink colors. That's where we're going to see those icy roads. And then by the evening, here we are almost 9 o'clock, and that's when we're going to see mostly that transition is complete. We could still see a few of those freezing rain and some sleet pellets here and there at that time, but roads are going to be pretty slick as people are coming home from any Valentine's Day dinner plans or anything like that, and those north winds are already blowing, so we could see some pretty strong blowing snow, as well as winds could reach up into the 30-mile-an-hour range, and gusts well above that into the 50s are definitely possible. And by midnight, that wind has picked up even more, and most of the area is seeing some pretty significant snow. Now, as we move into Wednesday, we're going to continue seeing that snow overnight, which could result in some pretty hefty accumulations for folks in the east. And finally, that snow is going to start tapering down by about 9 o'clock, 8:45, and that's after that morning commute, so we could see issues with that. The wind's going to start tapering down into those 20-mile-an-hour ranges, and then by around lunchtime, that's when we're going to start seeing that snow finally start to taper off, and we're going to see mostly nothing for folks out to the west and to the north, but a big stripe of about 3 to 6 inches are likely for folks in Lakes Country, so a pretty fast hitter, but we could see some decent accumulations out of this. Now, after today, tomorrow's start is looking pretty nice, but then that system moves on in, throwing some wrenches into some Valentine's Day plans, bringing those temperatures way down to end the day on Wednesday. We start at 10, end at 6, and a bit colder to end the week, but the weekend looks not bad. Temperatures right at 30 degrees.
Well, that's just a blip in the forecast.
Yeah, that's it. Just a small blip.
Yeah, well, hopefully folks will be safe tomorrow for
Yes,
Valentine's
for sure.
Day.